You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Thanks, Marshall. Today I'm going to talk about the real currency. And we always talking about how to make money on this channel, and I'm telling you to go get that money. And I've definitely talked about the type of businesses that people can get into. But you know what? If we really going to talk about money, it's not that outside thing. It's not those green papers with dead presidents on them, or, whatever country you want. It could be like the Queen of England or something if you're listening from Great Britain, or, whatever images on any type of currency in the world. And the real currency is still not buying gold or silver or any precious metal. Or, in some cultures, cowrie shells. Or not even with the rising interest in bitcoins. That's not real currency. Those are just a rate of exchange of the real currency. See, the real currency, if you want to find out what the real currency is, here's what you do. You get up from where you sitting now or doing whatever. Go find your nearest mirror. If you at your job, go to the restroom real quick and look in the mirror. If you at the gym, well, they got mirrors all over the place. You got a mirror in your bedroom, your bathroom. For some of those who, shall we say, are more adventurous sexually, you got a mirror on your ceiling. You got a mirror on your ceiling. Anyway, look at that. Look at the person staring back at you. That's the real currency. See, the real currency is within you. It's not outside of you. It's within you. If you want to really go and get that money, get yourself together. A lot of times when I tell people to get themselves together, with my self-development books, particularly men, and, I got one for women as well. It's not about getting something outside of you, but it's about developing inside of you. Because if you develop inside of you, you can always get money. See, that's the key. Not the type, like, what? I use pro athletes as an example. They've been in the news lately, particularly football players, right? Now, a pro athlete can get signed to a multi-million-dollar contract, right? But there have been cases of where these same athletes, they get, they make that money, but then when they get old, they didn't really invest or anything, and they don't know how to do anything else. They might not have enough charisma or speaking ability to go into broadcasting or some other aspect of the sport or coaching. They might not have anything else. I've heard of athletes, Super Bowl winning athletes, who had to, work for delivery companies. There was an athlete for the Super Bowl team way back in the day, right? And I heard he had to go work for a delivery company afterwards, after making all that money. And, then that's a lot. And those are the ones who can even keep their money. There's a whole lot who don't, Or you get some athletes, they don't make it in the pros. All of a sudden, they doing something that's way beneath what their talent is. That's because they didn't really develop the real currency. The real currency is you. The real currency is what you can do. Like using the athlete example, there's plenty of athletes who made millions of dollars. But then after they left the sport, they got into something totally different. There's a whole lot of athletes. They bought restaurants. They became entrepreneurs, business people, stockbrokers. Even heard of some who became doctors and stuff. That's because they had currency. See, if you have real currency, the real currency within you, you can always get money. Always. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just using it as an example. I never worry about a job, ultimately. I never worry about a job. Because one of the things within me, I don't have problems doing anything menial. I will find a job. I'm the type of person, I can go to some place and say, look, all I want to do around here is clean up. I'll just sweep up for you. And I guarantee if I stay on that same job for a year, I'll be a manager because of the currency within me. And see, people got to think about what skills they have. They can always make money. That's the key. What skills? You know? Because because, it's just, what's like this, y'all? It's like this. People, they see an object and they think, oh, I can do that for a living or something. And they do it. And they'll make a lot of money. But they don't realize that's just an exchange for what they're giving. That's all it is. It's just an exchange. You're exchanging your energy for something else. But as soon as something happens, then they're lost. I mean, people have died. I mean, they've killed themselves because they couldn't shift to something else. But if you have that currency within you, that's how you make it. See, I was telling an associate maybe last week or something, if you look at millionaires, a lot of millionaires, they make and lose fortunes all the time. The average millionaire goes through bankruptcy 3 times, the average one. But they bounce right back. That's because it wasn't about what they were doing. It was about who was it then. That's why you got some serial entrepreneurs. These people, that's what they do. They'll go just jump into different businesses and stuff and still make money. In fact, you'll get some people, if you really develop that currency, you can jump into something that you know nothing about and make money. Now, there was something I was doing for a day job, and, I actually don't talk about it because, actually I could, but I keep it that way. But when I started my last day job, the last one I had, I knew nothing about that business. I knew absolutely nothing. I had no idea, didn't know any nuances, anything. Only thing it was, the currency within me made me a hard worker and a fast learner. So that's how I made the money. So that's the currency. If you want to develop that currency, work on yourself. Learn stuff. Be the type who can go someplace and get along with people. Who can learn something, who can humble themselves to go on some job and say, you know what, I don't know anything about it. Like, I've never worked in the food industry, right? But I'm the type, I'll go and, for whatever reason I get something, I'll be like, you know what, I want to learn how to wash dishes. Because I'll be the type, I'll go into something, I want to learn all aspects. Oh, you got something here? Let me do it. Oh, what I need to learn how to cook. Boom. It's the currency. And as long as you got that currency within, you don't have to worry about, you never have to worry about money. You never have to worry about money. Because part of the currency is, hey, you develop skills, you're willing to work hard, you're willing to learn, and you're willing to be grateful no matter what you're doing. And you'll move up. You'll make money. It's just some people they just going to have it. And that's really what it is. Sometimes people think they're lucky or blessed or, they knew the right people. No. All to me is what they have within, right? So anyway, think about it. Develop the currency within you. That's the real currency. All right, y'all. Let's go out there and make that money.